Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and solve this more or less the same way I solved the last one. Oh, this should say B. This is 2B. I'm going to solve for VS, IL1, IL2 because that's pretty easy to do. I'm still a little vague on the VC thing. I will figure that out and come back with another video, hopefully. Not that anybody's counting on these, but whatever. You know, maybe someone somewhere down the road will find this useful. I find it useful just because I can practice on it. Alright, so I apologize, not the headset thing right off my head. Alright, we've got another steady state situation when t equals infinity. So let's go ahead and draw what that looks like. We've got the current source with its Vs. We've got this resistor. This middle section has effectively disappeared. The connection was broken, therefore it's not actually part of the circuit anymore. This inductor will go to wire, basically to behave like a wire. We still have this other resistor here, this one right here. And then we have this resistor, but again, the capacitor has created an opening in the circuit. That should be negative. So that it's as though these are not attached either. They're not really contributing to the circuit. Basically, the only difference here is that we have more resistance. Alright, we've got two resistors in series. Piece of cake. R1 plus R2. So the steady state that we have is really just Vs with an R equivalent, which equals, I'm going to go ahead and do some mental math, 6 ohms. Got 4, got 2, we have 6 ohms. Alright, Vs is defined as negative, positive. Current is going this way, because that's how it's sending it out. So this is going to be positive, this is going to be negative. Let's look at this loop. Kirchhoff's voltage law, negative Vs plus VR equals 0. VR equals Vs equals it equals the current, which is given as 10 because we have a source, 10 amps times the equivalent resistance is 60 ohms. So Vs VR is 60 volts. So Vs equals 60 volts. Piece of cake. IL2 is going to be the next easy one. This has been opened, so IL is no longer part of a functioning circuit. So it can't send this current anywhere. You know, or we could just look at it this way. Yeah, we could look at it this way, where this is IL2, and this is the opening right here. Alright, Kirchhoff's current law. What goes in plus what minus what goes out equals 0. Well, what's going out is 0, so what's going in must be 0 too. So IL2 also equals 0 amps, or does equal 0 amps. Alright, that was so easy that I'm just going to erase that really quick. Hopefully you won't need it for reference or anything. Alright, now IL1 is a little bit trickier. Still not very. This is the circuit that we have. IL is positioned right here. That's IL, not 2, that's IL1. the current in this circuit really looks like this. It's going clockwise. So IL1 is equal to the I of the source. IL1 equals I source is negative. It's going the opposite direction. So it's negative 10 amps. And there's your answer. For the VCs, I hopefully will get that before the quiz tomorrow and then come back and make a video. Maybe, maybe not. I don't know. I'm kind of lazy and bad at tying up loose ends, especially when I'm not on a crunch. But we'll see.